Our Wi-Fi is awful here.
Hey everyone, we are live at the Albion Rooms Lounge, and of course with me I have the one, the only, the executive chef, Jesse Bell. Hey Jesse, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Hey, now it doesn't happen every day. You're probably first off wondering who is this person that has come and hijacked the Albion Rooms Facebook page. My name's Melissa and I happen to live in London, Ontario, and I'm in town for a conference right now here in the beautiful city of Ottawa. And so one of my good friends, Lori, she brought me in here for dinner last night. I said, where are we going to go for dinner? She goes, my favorite restaurant. And so she brought me here to the Albion, and this is where I met Jesse. And I asked, and I said, we're going to share with all the audience here everything you're doing, everything you're cooking, from your farm to table meals to your craft signature cocktails. It is a true experience, and we wanted to share that experience with everyone else out here today.
Definitely do. We love what we do here, and we like to have a nice, warm, welcoming atmosphere while supporting the Ottawa community. So we're going to build a couple of plates today, show off one of our new cocktails, and then later on, we're going to set up a giveaway for 2 tickets to our New Year's Eve dinner.
Okay, so I think everybody's ears just perked up. So 2 tickets. All you have to do right now is share this post, share the live stream, and like it, comment on it, say hi to us, let us know what you think of all the things we're making up here today, and you're going to be entered to win dinner for 2 to New Year's Eve here at the Albion Rooms Lounge. Like, how great is that? How easy is that?
It's going to be a pretty good time.
Yeah.
Recently, I spent a week in Amsterdam learning from some great Michelin star chefs, and I'm really looking forward to bringing that aspect to our New Year's party.
And you were saying a lot of it, so it's a fixed menu and inspired by your trip to Amsterdam.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so I wish I was here on New Year's Eve. I'll probably be back in London by that time. I may have to come back for that, just for that very reason. Okay, let's get right into it. I'm going to jump behind the camera so that everyone can get a close-up on what you're doing. What are we going to be starting with here?
We're going to be building one of our charcuterie boards, something that we've become pretty well known for over the years.
Brilliant. And before we do that too, I want to talk a little bit about you, because you are well known with what you do here in the Ottawa community. And can you tell everyone a little bit about the history of the Albion Rooms Lounge? It has such a rich heritage to it, and there's a really great story behind it.
Absolutely. So the original Albion Hotel was built in 1844. It was mostly to cater to the laborers on the canal and to the slowly growing city of Ottawa. By 1870, it had become huge. The Arts Court, which used to be the courthouse, was built next door, and Ottawa U also started to come together, so business really started booming, and the hotel catered to a much wider audience. Over the years, things kind of progressed and changed, and in 1980, the Albion Tavern shut down. The Novotel purchased it, and when we opened up the Albion Rooms 5 years ago, we decided to pay homage to the rich history. And so we like to keep that warm, old-world hospitality, and the feel of the food here reflects the turn-of-the-century Canada.
And it just, Jesse has some amazing videos, and the Albion Rooms has amazing videos online of you going out to the Elk Ranch locally. We'll talk about the Elk Ranch in a few minutes, but let's get to the charcuterie board and see the magic that you create. You are, you've got to be one of the youngest executive chefs that I know. I mean that as an honor to you and a tribute to you. You're very well known in the area.
Yeah, I've been cooking a long time, since I was 14. I love what I do, and 2 years ago I got this great opportunity to take over the Albion Rooms, and I've just kind of taken it and run with it.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to jump behind the camera and let Jesse work his magic here for you. Okay, so you said we are going to start off with the charcuterie board.
Yep. Cool. So we're building some of our charcuterie. First item up is the San Gennaro salami. This one we don't make in-house, but I bring it in from an artisanal sausage maker out in the Niagara region. His name's Mario Pingue. Beautiful products, organically fed, no nitrates, no phosphates, so you can feel good enough about eating all that salt and fat. Next, I've got Sita Sausages Elizabeth Blue and Jalapeno Sausage. It's a great dry-cured product and very popular. And next is Fromagerie Montebello's Rebellion Blue Cheese. And that's one of my favorite blues. It's rich, it's creamy, a little bit of funk to it, but nothing that's going to make you run away. Some honeycomb from Rosewood Apiaries. And I'm going to finish off the board with some of our house-made condiments and preserves. So we've got a beer mustard that we make with Beau's Lug Tread Lager. Some fermented pickles I did in the height of spring last year and just opened up the jars. Garlic scapes.
My mouth waters every single time I see you make one of these charcuterie boards. I've seen you make a few of these today, and each and every one is a work in of itself. And you know what? I love the plating of this. Not only is it absolutely delicious, but what you're plating it on, I love how you brand your boards with the A and R on there as well. Very, like, everything about the Albion Rooms is signature.
Yeah, all of our boards, one of our managers here is really into woodwork and really into going out into the bush. So he actually selected a few trees, cut them down, and we treated and did everything ourselves.
A lot of fun here, and you are really busy and booked over the holiday season already. I was here, as I said, last night, not a seat in the house, I think that was empty at one point here. What's your favorite part about working here? You've been here a while, and what do you think the magic is behind the Albion Rooms?
It's the fact that we're allowed to, not that we're allowed, that's the wrong word. It's the fact that we showcase a lot of what Ottawa is, a lot of local suppliers, farmers, and we really try to give that hospitality and just honor the people that we're working with and all the great stuff that Ottawa has to provide. And that's our charcuterie.
See what I mean? It is absolutely stunning. Okay, we're going to move on to a signature cocktail now, I believe. Yeah. Right, Jesse?
We are. So the cocktail that we're going to do is called the Trapdoor, and that also plays in a lot on the history of the Albion Rooms. We call it the Trapdoor because under our main dining room, which you'll see in a little bit, is a tunnel that leads to the old courthouse. And this tunnel, we call it the Trapdoor in the tunnel. It's very dark down there. It's smoky. It's dusty. And so this cocktail is a really fun play on a Manhattan with a little bit of activated charcoal that really captures that feel.
Okay, you're gonna get this set up for us, and I saw this last night being made, and it is so cool. Again, it's called the Smoky Manhattan, right?
Yeah, the Smoke Manhattan.
The Smoke Manhattan, and you'll see why. Well, it's called the Trapdoor. Okay. And you'll see why in just a moment. So for me personally, Jesse, when Lori brought me here last night and she said it's been her favorite restaurant for years, I now understand why. From the food to amazing craft cocktails to just, again, the ambiance, the atmosphere, and the heritage in here as well. It's just a complete package. Okay, I'm watching what you're doing here. So right now, Jesse is making a signature cocktail called the Trapdoor. It smells amazing in here right now.
Maple chips from a local farm. We get maplewood chips from one of our local farmers, Mariposa.
This has obviously got to attract some attention when you're making this during the evening.
Absolutely. And then we bring it to the table, open the trapdoor, and there's your cocktail. Trapdoor.
Can you explain it? What would it taste like? What does it taste like?
Well, it's a base of the classic cocktail, the Manhattan. So it's rich. It's got a lot of dark liquors in it.
You're going to get that smoky.
Yeah, oh, you definitely get the smoky flavor, and you get a lot of... Yeah, it's just a really great play on an old classic.
Okay, I'm going to try this afterwards for sure. I'm going to sneak a sip after. Okay, where are we heading to next, Jesse?
So now we're going to the Heritage Room. Now we're off to the Heritage Room and my small plates kitchen where I'll prepare our sweet potato gnocchi, and you can have a look around our gorgeous new dining room that just opened this year.
Okay, I'm going to follow you, and away we go. I'll let you lead the way, Jesse. Okay, so we are in the lounge here, and then you can, of course, have dinner in the dining room. Now, here, I'm going to give you the microphone for a second. You can describe your beautiful dining room.
Yeah. So this is our semi-private dining room. We call it the parlor, just based off the old English room where everyone would go sit down and have a quick bite or a snack before a meal. We love it. Everything you can see along the walls is all done in-house. We make all of our own pickles, preserves, and pasteurization.
Upstairs, this is where I had dinner last night.
So this is our heritage room. This is the building that used to be the old Albion Tavern back in the 1980s and 70s. And it's got a lot of history here in Ottawa. And it was recently redesigned maybe about 2 years ago by a wonderful group out of London called the Gorgeous Group.
Thanks, Jesse. Okay, and then we have the dining room here, and you're going to be cooking in behind.
Yeah, I'll be cooking out of my satellite kitchen. This here is my chef's table, which I sell off for groups of up to 12 and 14. And it's a completely custom menu every time, whatever I'm feeling like.
Okay, let's see what you're feeling like in the satellite kitchen. I was in your other kitchen. It's pretty busy in there as you're getting ready for the dinner hour that is fast approaching. So that's why we thought we would go into the satellite kitchen. And it was really interesting. We were talking about, as you're setting up there, Jesse, we were talking yesterday about a product. I actually brought something with me called, and there's the, first off, there's the wooden board that we were talking about with the beautiful branded AR for the Albion rooms, of course. And what you see on there is something called Crafty Elk. And I was really excited to share that with you because elk is so popular here in Ottawa. And that, of course, I want to get out to the Elk Ranch because you serve so many elk products here.
Yeah, we do. I actually use Elk Ranch for 2 of our dishes. Our elk burger, which has been a staple since day one. It's a nice tongue-in-cheek kind of play on Elk Ranch because we finish it with with a ranch dressing, local elk meat, little black pepper bacon from seed to sausage. And then I have an elk carpaccio on the menu too, which is a great play on Northern Canadian traditions and heritage. It's got wild rice, cured egg yolk, Saskatoons, and a little bit of a black currant puree.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's another thing on the menu that I haven't tried yet that I am dying to try to mix up with this Crafty Elk. And, you know, while Jesse's getting ready, I'll give you a quick play. I'll just tell you a little bit about what this hard juice is about. It's a premium vodka from Piedmont, Italy, and in it, it has ginger, turmeric, goji berries, and prickly pear. So you've got a natural antioxidant, natural anti-inflammatory. We don't advertise it and say it's a hangover preventative in a bottle, but actually it does prevent hangovers because it has all of that goodness, the turmeric, the ginger, and the goji berries, and prickly pear. So I shared that with you last night, and I can't wait for everyone else to give it a try. I know Bruno had a taste test of it yesterday, the general manager here, and now Jesse's working his magic in the kitchen. And you said we're going to be making a gnocchi, a squash gnocchi. Sweet potato gnocchi. Yep. Sweet potato gnocchi.
With a squash puree and some edamame.
Okay.
Just getting that gnocchi nice and crisp. I love a good crisp gnocchi. I've had a lot of them that are soggy or that are very dense, and it doesn't really do it for me.
I had this last evening, and I can attest, absolutely delicious. Hit the spot beautifully.
So this is our roast pumpkin puree here. I get the pumpkins also from Mariposa Farm, and we just roast them whole, keeping everything in there, all those innards, all that stuff. Afterwards, we clean it up, process it through one of our RoboCoops into a nice smooth puree, and just hit it with a little bit of salt and pepper.
Okay, my mouth is watering here. So I see you've got the gnocchi, you've got the edamame.
Yep. So I've just finished putting a little sear on the gnocchi, Got some edamame in there warming up, and now it's just plating it all together. I'll be finishing it off with some sweet potato chips and a little bit of Allegretto cheese. Allegretto is a really nice hard cheese out of Quebec, similar to a Parmesan, but made with sheep's milk. It's been one of my favorites for years now. And some lovely greens from another one of my local suppliers, Backyard Edibles. These are shiso greens. They have a nice bitter, almost peppery taste to them.
Okay, and what you didn't see was that you literally just picked it right from there. It's like having your own garden in the kitchen.
That's it. I really love supporting all the great local producers here in Ottawa, and Backyard Edibles providing me with these year-round has been a huge boon for all of my plating, for a lot of my dishes. It adds that final touch that can really up a dish.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jesse. Come on around here for 1 second. And I want to share again with you. Tonight, you were so great. Here he comes, the one and only chef here. I'm going to turn this around. You can see. All right. So again, I wanted to thank you so much, Jesse, for taking the time. As I said, I came last night with a girlfriend of mine. She said, her favorite restaurant, this is where it was at, of course. So I started here at the Albion Rooms last night. I'm a huge fan, and you have been so gracious to now give away dinner for two, if you can believe it. So all you have to do is comment and share this video, and you're going to be entered for dinner for two to your New Year's Eve party. And I have a feeling that it's going to be a party unlike anything. It's going to be a party for your mouth and a party just for your whole soul.
Promises to be a good time, definitely.
Excellent. Okay, anything else to add?
Nope, that's it. Thank you for watching.
Okay, well, thank you. And I know since we started here tonight, we were going to start the live stream, and then there was a surge of clientele that came in, so we had to postpone for a few minutes so I know you have to get back cooking in the kitchen, and so does your team, because it's almost dinner time. So thanks for watching, everyone, and good luck. And again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays from everyone here at the Albion Rooms Lounge, and hope to see you on New Year's Eve.
Thank you. Have a great
holiday.
All right.
Bye, everybody.